Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for the first episode of Season 2 of Fuller House. So usually I do the episode reviews right after it comes out, but with the Spider-Man trailer coming out, I was not able to do a video, so I decided to do a video the next day. So let's start talking about this episode. So here we get to see a welcome back of sorts, that the cast is coming back together. Really, it's kind of like that meta feeling to it for the first half of the episode. But then it's also diving back into DJ's problems, where she's trying to figure out who does she pick, Matt or Steve. And I guess the twist of the episode is that Matt and Steve have moved on, and DJ kind of has to stop self-obsessing over herself. So that's kind of her journey in the episode. We also have Fernando, who kind of moves into the house, sneaks in a way, and says, "I'm moving here." Everyone's like, "No, you're not. We don't want you." And he ends up moving in anyways. And then we have DJ's older son, who is dealing with his love interest, Lola, who doesn't really like him and is friend-zoning him. So that's pretty... Oh, there's also Stephanie maybe dating a Gibbler, actually liking a Gibbler who's very much like Ashton Kutcher's character from Kelso from That 70s Show, very much so, a kind of a stereotype from any sitcom, so that was kind of weird, but we'll talk more about that. So that's pretty much the episode. There's some other side stories with the middle son, seeing the world a little bit darker than it usually is because of a third grade summer project he has to do, and then the little kid Tommy having the ability to walk now. So that's pretty much what's going on. There's actually a lot of plots going on for the first episode, but it never felt crowded to me. There are some plots I definitely liked less than others. The plot I definitely liked the least was I think the middle kid's name is Jackson. Him liking Lola, I didn't really care for that story very much. Him just like trying to be this macho man, trying to be something he's not. It just kind of felt forced into the story because he didn't have anything to do. He's like, "Oh, let's give him this." There was just a lot going on, and I felt like that could have easily been cut out, but at the same time, then he would have had nothing to do. Maybe he could have been attached to the middle child story. That could have been more interesting. I do like Stephanie's story, wanting to date or realizing that she might want to date a Gibbler. I thought that was kind of funny in a very cheesy way that Full House in general ends up doing. But like I said, definitely a pet peeve of that is the character himself. Like, he has some funny lines and some okay lines in the episode, but he's very much this stereotypical sitcom character that just feels really two-dimensional and wooden. I just didn't really like that character, and hopefully he will grow on me and become more of his own as the series goes on. And then DJ's story with Matt and Steve, it's like, really? We had to have the story again from season 1? That was definitely a nitpick from me from the first season. But at the same time, I kind of like the twist that she ends up with nobody. Hopefully that will make her explore herself a little bit more this season. I don't know how Matt and Steve will fit into it, but hopefully they do a good job by fitting into the story. And then Fernando moving in was also okay. I'm not a huge fan of the character, but he's kind of being the Becky of the show, not really personality-wise, but household-wise, and that's his place now. And once again, hopefully he becomes a likable character too. So far, the most likable still is Stephanie, and surprisingly, Kimmy is more likable than DJ in this episode. So overall, it was an okay start. It kind of continues from, I think, the weaker portion of season 1, but hopefully as we get towards the middle of the season and the end of the season for season 2, it will pick up and kind of bring us new stories, because we didn't really get anything too new besides the stereotypical Gibbler character. But let me know in the comments below what you thought of the episode. I will do a whole season review when I'm done with the season. Also, on Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Comic Frontline, we are doing a Media Madness episode on this, so a full discussion on Fuller House. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter, and I will see you guys later. And don't forget to like that Facebook page for my comic book. So I will see you guys later. Bye.